Okay, this is a Kitty's double fan doubled, and it starts off just like a regular double fan doubled, and I'm going to anchor my thread with a pin stitch really close to the center. Oh, I want to come the other way. And where this needle is the center of my double fan doubled. I'm going to pull the pin in just a little bit, but I need it to get started. So I'm making my pin stitch. I'm just going to do a little L stitch. This is going to be completely covered by the stitches that come next. I think I've got it caught, and I don't want to have any loops or anything. Okay, there we go. Okay, I pre-counted my first 2 stitches. So I'm going to go ahead and make that now. The pin is in the exact center of the area, and I counted down 11 canvas threads and 9 to the right. I'm going to make my first stitch around the pin, and you can see that it's going to end in a straight line with my first stitch. This is 11 canvas threads up and 9 to the right. Now I'm going to count 9 to the left to bring my needle up. This is in a straight line with the end of the first stitch. I'm going to go over the first thread and under the second thread. Make sure I don't get caught on my tacks and everything. And then this is going to end in a straight line with the end of the start of the second stitch, and it's going to be a straight line from this beginning of the first stitch. And you can see that I've got a kind of a loop around this pin. That's what I should have. If these threads are not interlocked on each other, then when I pull the pin, the whole thing is just going to come to pieces, and I don't want that. So now I'm going to bring this needle up where I'm going to need it next, which is 1 diagonal intersection below my first stitch. So here's 1 diagonal intersection. I'm going to park my needle out of the way. Now I'm going to anchor my second color, again close to the center pin. This is going to be completely covered up by the stitches that are coming next. I'm holding on to the base of it on the other side. I didn't want to pull it all the way through. Feeling to make sure I'm not caught on it under the center pin on the underneath side. Oh, it wiggled, so that means that I'm probably caught. And I don't want to be. Okay. I'm being a little gingerly at the beginning here just because I've got a lot of threads and needles and stuff going on, and I don't want anything to get caught. Okay, so now the base of the second double fan, I'm going to come around the pin, and I'm going to end 1 diagonal intersection from the start of my first one. I'm going to bring the needle up. This is in a straight line. And I'm going to come over this purple thread and under this purple thread. I'm ignoring the gray threads for right now. And then I'm going to end 1 diagonal intersection. Okay, let me make sure everything's nice and tight. This is where I'm going to need this next. Okay, now at this point is where I'm going to begin weaving the 2 double fans together. I'm going to go over the first thread, under the second thread, over the third thread, under the fourth thread. So that's over, under, and then down. With the same thread, bring the needle up, and I'm going to go over the 2 gray threads under the purple, over the purple, and under these 2 gray threads. And down. Get that little knot out because I don't want any knots. Okay, now I'm going to bring this needle up where I need it next, which is right here. Pick up the first color. The motion is the same regardless of where you start. You're always going to go over, under, and then down. The end points are in adjacent diagonal holes. I'm going to go over, under, and then down. And that's it with this color. So I'll bring it up where I need it next. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the center pin. We don't need it at this point because I have my center established. And I think it'll be easier for you to see the center if the pin's not there. Okay, now that's all there is to it. Now I'm going to continue going over, under, and down. Over, under, and down. Okay, I do 2 sets of overs and unders with one color and then park it. Then I'm going to do 2 sets of overs and unders with the second color. Over, under, and down. Here's my second over, under with this color. Over, under, and down. And now if you look, you'll see that all the way around I have 3 endpoints with each color all the way around. And I'm needing to go to 5. So I'm just going to turn in my book until I get to the right spot to make sure that I'm doing what I need to be doing so that I don't instruct you wrong. Okay, so now I'm going to do 2 sets of overs and unders with this color. Over, under, and down. Over, going over all of these, under all of these, over all of the next set, under all of the next set, and down. Bring this needle up where I'm going to need it next, which is right there. Now pick up this needle, over, under, and down. Over, under, and down. Okay, now I have 4 endpoints of each color. I'm getting to 5, so this will be the last round with this color. Over, under, and down. Bring this needle up. Over, under, and down. You can see that there is some separation here at the center, and it makes it really easy to see, oh, this thread here is going over these, it's going under these, it's going over these, it's going under these. It's really easy to see that separation. So I'm through this color. I'm just going to pull it to the side out of the way. Now I'm going to do over, under, and down with this color. You can see that the needle just kind of naturally is going to slide where it needs to go because of the separation that you have. Okay. So this is the basic double fan, doubled. Now we're going to do the kitty's double fan doubled.